Max Verstappen confirms stay at Red Bull for 2026. What it means for F1. Formula One fans, brace yourselves for a shocker. The world's most dominant driver is staying put, but the circumstances surrounding his decision are far from straightforward. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite Max Verstappen's clear commitment to Red Bull, Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has been rumored to be eyeing the young talent. Red Bull Racing has just secured the services of Formula One superstar Max Verstappen for at least another season. Despite intense interest from rival team Mercedes, team advisor Helmut Marko made the announcement on Monday. With the Belgian Grand Prix behind us, Verstappen is comfortably in third place, a staggering 28 points ahead of fourth place George Russell. This means he's out of reach and his future with Red Bull is secure. But here's the twist that's sparking debate. Despite Verstappen's clear commitment to Red Bull, Mercedes boss Toto Wolff has been rumored to be eyeing the young talent. Mercedes has been making some impressive moves lately, with rising star Kimi Antonelli joining Russell in their lineup. Could Verstappen's loyalty be tested in the future? And this is the part most people miss. Verstappen's decision to stay with Red Bull comes just after a major shakeup within the team. Earlier this month, Red Bull abruptly replaced team principal Christian Horner with Laurent Mekies. Verstappen's agent was quick to reassure fans that despite the change, Verstappen remains fully committed to the team. So, what do you think? Is Verstappen's loyalty to Red Bull unshakable, or could the allure of Mercedes eventually prove too strong? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. Laurent Mekies' new era at Red Bull. Pressure, strategy, and the quest for championships. Taking charge of one of the most iconic teams in Formula One is an immense responsibility, and Laurent Mekies has just stepped into one of the most high-pressure roles imaginable by becoming the new leader of Red Bull Racing, a team that has amassed 6 Constructors' Championships in its 20-year history. But here's where it gets intriguing. Mekies is only the second person ever to head this powerhouse, and he's stepping in at a time when the team faces some serious challenges in performance and consistency. Mekies isn't just any newcomer. He's a seasoned engineer and veteran of Formula One, with 24 years under his belt, having built his career across several teams including Arrows, Minardi, Toro Rosso, the FIA, Ferrari, and Racing Bulls before landing at Red Bull. His recent achievements include reshaping Racing Bull's structure alongside CEO Peter Bayer, transforming them into a competitive midfield contender. This extensive background made him the natural choice when Red Bull sought to refresh their leadership, ultimately naming Mekies as the successor to Christian Horner, who had managed the team since its inception. In an exclusive interview at the Spa paddock during the Red Bull Energy Station, Mekies shared candidly how the news about his promotion hit him like a bolt out of the blue. It was just like it was for everyone else. A surprise, he admitted, recalling the phone call he received hours before the announcement from Red Bull executives Oliver Mintzlaff and Helmut Marko. I thought, how could this be anything but an incredible honor? That's the Red Bull energy you get instantly. I called them back, and the rest is history. But Mekies also acknowledged the tremendous pressure of this role, especially over the past couple of weeks when sleep became a rare luxury due to the countless ideas and plans flooding his mind. The very first thing he prioritized was getting to know the people who make up the team, understanding who they are, what drives them, and how their strengths could be harnessed. In just 2 weeks, I've realized I'm nowhere near where I want to be yet, but I've also met some truly incredible individuals who share an incredible fighting spirit, he said, highlighting the passionate and competitive mindset embedded deeply within the team. Colleagues describe Mekies as intelligent, thoughtful, and highly driven, someone who naturally brings teams together. His emphasis on people early in our conversation perfectly illustrates his leadership style. He knows that building strong relationships is fundamental to success. Whether meeting the team at a pre-arranged filming day on the track or at Red Bull's Milton Keynes headquarters, Mekies has been steadily impressed by the dedication and drive he's witnessed. Leaving Racing Bulls, where he held his first team principal role and began his engineering journey, was emotionally challenging. Yet, he's confident the team is left in capable hands, having entrusted Alain Permain, a seasoned racing director, and someone he personally recruited, with leading that outfit alongside CEO Peter Bayer. It's bittersweet, as we had built momentum and were on a promising upward trajectory. But Alan knows the team inside out and embodies the spirit we nurtured there. I believe they're in excellent shape going forward, Mekies said. The jump to leading Red Bull represents a significant step up, moving from a midfield fighter to a frontrunner aiming for race wins and championships. The ambition is clear and uncompromising. Mekies expressed at Red Bull, everyone from the board down is committed to winning, not just competing, but fighting for championships. That's the core aim, and it requires utmost dedication and resolve. This is no half measure. It's a full-scale, all-encompassing push to keep Red Bull at the pinnacle. Given Red Bull's current position, fourth in the team's championship, and the loss of key figures like legendary designer Adrian Newey and sporting director Jonathan Wheatley in recent years, the question naturally follows. How does Mekies intend to reclaim the front row? His answer is direct and echoes his people-centered leadership philosophy. The team must ensure its members operate in an environment equipped with the right tools, fostering their talents to work their unique kind of magic. Formula One's landscape is notoriously cyclical. We've seen Mercedes dominate the hybrid era before falling behind Red Bull, and now even McLaren are pushing at the forefront. Racing back to the tip of the table isn't instantaneous. Complicating matters this year is Red Bull's transition to running their own power unit, developed jointly with Ford, a significant technical leap that brings challenges alongside opportunities. But Mekies is confident management fully grasps these hurdles and timeframes. Red Bull has been in this sport for a long time. They understand the short, medium, and long-term ups and downs. These upcoming challenges, including the 2026 regulation changes, are fully appreciated by those at the top. The whole company is fired up to fight aggressively for wins and championships, he noted. Then there's the matter of Max Verstappen, arguably the most vital piece in Red Bull's puzzle. Despite speculation about his future, Verstappen remains under contract through 2028, and Mekies is unwavering in his belief that the best way to secure the four-time world champion's continued presence is by consistently providing him with a car capable of winning. Red Bull is deeply committed to Max. Every individual here wants to give him the fastest and most competitive car possible. Max is central, not just a driver, but a crucial part of our project. We need his magic on the racetrack, and he's been instrumental in guiding us towards the next edge of performance, Mekies explained. When asked if he believes the team can deliver a car that meets Verstappen's expectations and makes leaving unlikely, Mekies' optimism is clear. We have everything needed: the resources, the spirit, and most importantly, the talent. There's every reason to believe we can provide what our drivers require. As for Verstappen's teammate, Yuki Tsunoda, Mekies is already familiar with the Japanese driver from his time at Racing Bulls. He acknowledges Tsunoda's speed and potential, but also recognizes the current tough conditions and the complexity of mastering one of the most demanding cars on the grid. Yuki's a fast guy. The speed doesn't just vanish, even if circumstances are challenging. The team strongly supports him, working hard to help him connect all the dots. He has excellent rapport with the team, and I'm confident he'll soon reveal his full value, Mekies said. Mekies has earned tremendous respect across the paddock for his ability to inspire teams, drive performance, and foster a positive culture, traits that will be pivotal as he faces the most significant leadership challenge of his career. With his arrival, Red Bull aims not merely to compete, but to win, and in a sport where every detail counts, having a leader who believes in people, resilience, and relentless ambition might just be the formula they need. But here's the part most people miss. Leadership changes at such top-tier teams come with risks as well as opportunities. Can Mekies truly maintain the delicate balance? Why Christian Horner was axed from Red Bull? Martin Brundle's insight. The sudden removal of Christian Horner from his role at Red Bull has sent shockwaves through the Formula One community, and Martin Brundle has stepped forward to reveal what he believes is the real story behind this dramatic decision. But here's where it gets controversial. During the recent Belgian Grand Prix, Sky Sports commentator Martin Brundle shared his final thoughts on why Christian Horner, after more than 2 decades at the helm, was suddenly ousted from his position as Red Bull's team principal. Horner's tenure was marked by incredible success, including multiple world championships with drivers like Sebastian Vettel and Max Verstappen. Yet despite this impressive track record, Red Bull decided to part ways with him following a turbulent period both on and off the track. The past year and a half have been challenging for Red Bull, with internal conflicts and power struggles undermining the team's cohesion. Brundle suggests that the root cause of Horner's departure was a clash over control of the team's commercial operations. According to Brundle, the management in Austria wanted to reclaim authority over the commercial side of Red Bull racing, but Horner resisted relinquishing this control. He believed that managing everything, from drivers and the cost. One of the more intriguing remarks from Brundle was about the team's philosophy, quoting a phrase they use, "It's all about the can." He suggested that Red Bull's leadership might have felt the team's future needed a new direction, implying that perhaps the focus had shifted too much toward Horner as an individual rather than the broader Red Bull brand. "Maybe it was a bit too much about Christian and not enough about Red Bull," he said, leaving room for interpretation and future statements from the team. Christian Horner's legacy is undeniably impressive. He guided Red Bull through a goal. Additionally, Horner found himself embroiled in a significant controversy, further complicating his final years with the team. Despite the controversies, Horner's impact on Formula One is significant, and many regard him as one of the sport's most successful and influential team principals. His departure raises important questions about leadership, control, and the balance between individual influence and organizational goals in high-stakes sports environments. What do you think? Was Red Bull right to make this bold move, or did they lose a visionary leader who was key to their success? Could Max Verstappen have, and should he have, stepped in to save Horner's position? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below. This is a story that's far from over, and the debate is just heating up.